It's Thursday the 9th, I'm FX Blue and this is CurrencyTransfer.com's market update. And the headlines today are that the pound is pressured by concerns of a no-deal Brexit, sterling is down 2% since the UK rate hike, and the dollar declines on growth forecasts. So the current Brexit conditions and the concerns around them could be because we are heading towards a no-deal Brexit. Or it's August and nothing has really changed, and that's a good time to roll out some propaganda. Following Dr. Liam Fox's 60-40 odds, City economists are a little bit more optimistic. Their mean expectation of a hard Brexit is nearer 25% than Fox's 60%. However, optimistic might be the appropriate term here, because don't forget, the City expected a very different outcome from the referendum. Sterling reached a new low for 2018 yesterday. It's lost 2% in value since last week's rate hike. Cable fell down to 128.55 before a little profit taking saw it recover to close at around 128.80. In the US, President Trump, we know him, he's hardly modest. When reviewing the Q2 growth of 4.1%, he basically said, yeah, I did that. Well done, Donald. But interestingly, he was a little less cocksure when looking ahead to the Q3 and Q4 forecasts. Q2 had a unique mix of tax cuts, low interest rates, and huge infrastructure project spending all coming together to drive growth. And that would be largely impossible to replicate in Q3 and Q4. The tax cuts are fading, the interest rates are already on the rise, and there's little budget to start any more federally funded projects. So the result, ultimately, a slowdown in economic activity. GDP forecasts for Q3 are closer to 3%. And the market seems to have caught up with this logic too. Despite a brief flirtation to the upside, the dollar index has returned to the previous trading range under the resistance at 95.25. Yesterday it touched a low of 95 and closed at 95.10. And when the summer holidays are over, we should see a pickup in activity. It's going to be quiet for the rest of the month, no doubt, but activity should pick up in September. Brexit needs the future relationship to be ratified by the heads of government in a meeting on the 18th and 19th of October. So there's sure to be plenty of activity and speculation before that. But for now, the euro is largely led by the dollar, and there's very little news coming from Brussels or Frankfurt to stimulate the euro from that side. Euro dollar yesterday rose a little as buyers saw value below 115.50, and sterling euro slipped to a low of 110.75 as sterling was hit. This has obviously encouraged chatter that that currency pair is heading to parity once again, but there's plenty of distance left to go before that. We'll keep you posted throughout the week. I'll see you tomorrow. If you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments below.